Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Tuesday Buzz. Today, we are sitting in the beautiful Golden Hub over here, and we are talking to Denise.
Hi.
Hi, we're so excited to be here today. We love the Golden Hub personally. I've actually been renting this space. I know a lot of people know I owned a dance studio and kind of shut the doors on that to open this Hive Collective. And in doing so, I really needed a space to still do competition team. And they were awesome. They welcomed us in and they were so excited. And let me tell you how fun it is for the kids here. They just walk in and they love seeing the little card games going on in here. And they're like, oh, my friend's here. I'm going to go say hi. So I have to let them go say hi to their friends before we do classes. And so it's been cool. So, Denise, tell me about yourself a little bit.
Well, I've been working here at the Golden Hub for 25 years, and my husband and I have been married for 34 years. I have three children, two boys and a girl, and they all grew up here. So we're very vested in the community, and I just love my job here. It's like coming to work and being around your grandparents all day long, and it's just awesome. We have a great staff that works here. We all get along great, and we do everything we can to make it fun and exciting for our people that come here, and which makes it fun and exciting for us.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I did not know that about you. I didn't know you'd worked here so long.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are essentially the executive director?
Yes.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
How long have you had that title specifically?
Probably 22 years.
Okay.
22 years.
So you walked right into it,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Wow. So what is your job as the executive director? Like, do you do the planning? You're here all the
Well,
time.
I oversee all of the activities and the nutrition program. I have a great staff that works under me, so there's not a lot of management that much. They all know their jobs and they do a great job at it. It's just pretty much making sure that everything runs smoothly and that everybody's happy and nothing breaks down. So it's just kind of managing the building, the facilities, and all the programs that we offer here.
So what kind of programs do you offer here?
Well, of course, we do Meals on Wheels, which
Yes.
is our big one, and we do that Monday through Friday.
Oh, wow.
We serve about 120 to 130 clients.
That's amazing. I did not know that.
Yeah, we have 9 routes in Fredericksburg, and we
Okay.
have a route that goes to Stonewall every day, and then we have a route that goes to Harper
Wow.
once a week. But actually, once they get to Harper, it breaks down to 3 routes. So then we
Okay.
have volunteers in Harper that deliver 3 routes there.
Wow.
So we stay pretty busy with that. And then we have congregate dining, which is our in-house dining program. And we serve probably anywhere from 50 to 100 meals a day in our dining room. And we have a variety of health and wellness activities. We have exercise classes ranging from a trainer that comes from the wellness center 3 times a week to clogging.
That's so cool.
And anything in between. And then we also do social activities. We have bridge, dominoes, canasta, bingo, all different kinds of social activities for them to participate in. So.
How fun. So what was that? I walked in here the other day and they were like tutoring. What was that going on there?
Tutoring.
It was like older folks with younger kids.
We do. We have on Wednesdays we have a chess club.
Oh, okay.
And so that's probably what you
That
saw.
probably was that.
We have a group of older adults that come in and they play chess. So they decided they wanted to try to get the younger generation more interested in chess.
That is so
So
cool.
they've contacted schools and they've started chess programs at the schools, but they also have children that come here after school and play chess with these people and learn how to
Wow.
chess,
Okay, because
so.
it looked like they were tutoring people. I mean, they
Yeah,
were
they're
really
they're
like
teaching
serious.
they're teaching them how to
How
play.
cool!
So, yeah.
I want to do that. I have
Yeah.
no idea how to play chess.
I don't either.
I have like no clue. Oh my gosh, that is so cool! I did not know that went on here.
Mhm.
So the Meals on Wheels program, how long has that been going for?
Well, we started in 1977.
Okay.
We weren't here in this building, but it started in what is now the Historical Society. That used to be a Methodist church.
Oh, yeah.
And so it started there with a group of volunteers and the pastor at the time of the Methodist church. They got involved and they wanted to help homebound older adults So they got together and they started in the kitchen. They prepared meals and delivered them. And then that grew. And so they moved out of that space to a bigger space. And then they decided they needed a place for people to actually come and congregate and meet and socialize. So they started kind of their congregate dining program and outgrew that. And that's when they purchased the building here. So we've been
Wow.
in this building since 1982.
Oh my goodness. So I was at an event, a fundraising event, and maybe it was you. I don't know who spoke. It was the coolest thing, and I think you guys ended up getting a grant as well to
Was it the
the.
Sisterhood for Good?
Yes,
Yes.
was that you who
Yeah, it
got
was me. That
okay.
was me. Yes.
So I heard you told the cutest story like I think I have ever heard, and that was about a gentleman and a lady who came here. They were lonely and now they're
Yes.
married. Is that?
Yes. Her name was Mildred, and she had recently lost her husband. And I guess her kids got her to, get out, and she came up here and she started, coming for lunch, and then she got more involved, and then she started volunteering, and she was kind of like the activity coordinator at the time.
Oh my goodness.
And so then she met this gentleman here who had been widowed, and they fell in love, and they actually had their wedding here.
Oh my goodness, did
Yeah.
they? How cute
Yeah,
is
it was
that?
really sweet.
Wow, that
Yeah.
is really cool. I heard that story and I was like, oh my gosh, how can you top that? Like, that is
Yeah.
literally the sweetest thing
Yeah.
ever. So I bet that happens a lot here, I would imagine.
We don't have a lot of matchmaking going on anymore, but it is a place where people come and they make new friends,
Yeah,
which
I
is
can
very
imagine.
important at that age because a lot of them do lose loved ones, they lose
Mhm.
friends. And so it's important to keep that social connection. So
Mhm.
coming up here for lunch, the first time might be kind of scary, anywhere you go that's new, you kind of
Right.
are a little apprehensive, but once they get in here and they meet these people, they come every day and they love it.
Wow.
These are their friends, their buddies, and they spend time, they visit, they socialize, they have a good meal, and so it's really important for them
Yeah.
to be able to do
So
that.
what do you say? This is a weird question, but what do
Mhm.
you say like your age range is like? I mean, what is the youngest person that would come here just to hang out?
I think our youngest would probably be in their 60s,
Okay.
and we have people all the way up until their mid to late 90s.
Wow.
So our average is about 80, 85.
Okay.
So
So retired and
retired.
yeah, once you're
And of course,
retired.
we have volunteers. Our Meals on Wheels program runs off of volunteers. So a lot of them are younger, but they're
Mhm.
still mainly retired people.
Right.
So
That's really neat.
mhm.
I have a hair client who's one of the Meals on Wheels drivers, and she does clogging here as
Yeah.
well. She is extremely active here, and she loves it.
Right.
And I just love hearing what you guys have to offer. So y'all are soon to leave this building,
Well, we're
correct?
hoping. We're not sure how soon that's going to be, but we did purchase some land. We're outgrowing this space, and we need more room.
Yes.
We're kind of landlocked, so we can't add on, and
Okay.
we have a parking issue.
Yeah.
And so we did purchase some land. It's off of Post Oak,
Okay.
and we've got plans drawn up. So we're getting ready to get some bids, find out how much money we have to raise to be able to renovate the property over
Very
there,
good.
because we need to add a full commercial kitchen.
Mhm.
We need to add some activity rooms and offices
Okay.
and a restroom.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it will be wonderful once we get over there, because we'll have a lot more room to expand our programs, our activities, offer more services to our seniors, and some room to grow. So
That's
we're excited
amazing.
about that. So
How many acres would you say it is?
we bought, it's 5.25 acres.
That's perfect.
So we've got plenty of room to grow. So
Yeah.
and plenty of room for parking, and so we're hoping to be over there maybe in the next year or two. So
Okay. That's really
yeah.
exciting. What is your typical like method of fundraising? So y'all would be considered you're a nonprofit,
Yeah,
right?
we're a 501c3. We're a nonprofit. We will be doing some grant writing. Of course, we'll appeal to the community
Mhm.
as well. So we're hoping that we'll be able to raise that money for a good cause. So, yeah.
Yay. Well, if anybody watching wanted to donate to all of that, how would they go about doing so?
You can stop by here. We're
Okay.
at 1009 North Lincoln,
Mhm.
or you can call and talk to our bookkeeper, Melanie, at 830-997-7131, and we can do a credit card donation. You can mail in your donation. we'd love for you to stop by and just take a look at what we have going on here and see all the things that we have to offer. And but any of those ways are, we also have a website,
Okay.
goldenhub.org, and you can
Perfect.
make a donation off of the website
Oh,
too.
very good. Online.
Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome. Can anybody do like recurring donations or anything like that?
Yes, we
Awesome.
do recurring donations.
Very
Yes.
good.
Mhm.
So your kitchen, you said commercial kitchen. Do you have like a chef here, or do you have someone who's here all the time that cooks?
Well, we
Or
have two cooks, and they run our kitchen, so they do all the cooking here.
okay.
They get here probably about 5:30 in the morning, and
Wow.
they're out by 1:30.
Is it mainly
So
lunch you
we
serve?
do lunch. We
Okay.
only do lunch right now. So yeah, they've been able to hold down the fort for all these years, and as we've grown. So we don't know. We may need to add some staff to our kitchen in the near future. We're hoping. So
Well, I feel like that would be one of, honestly, like I know socialization and all of that's really important, but man, the meals are, I feel like, would be almost essential because you have a lot of people who kind of have like a failure to thrive, and I feel like if
right.
they're by themselves, they don't like why
That's
cook.
mainly true for our Meals on Wheels program. We do have a lot of folks on there that, they're not able to stand and cook any longer. They can't get out and go grocery shopping as often as they need to. So it really helps to sustain their nutrition,
Mhm.
their daily intake. I know we send out surveys every year, and I would say probably 85 to 90% of them said, that if we weren't able to provide a meal for them, they wouldn't be able to stay in their home.
Wow, that's
So, because
huge.
they wouldn't have a way to have that nutritious meal every day. So,
Right. And it's probably a good way to keep tabs on some of these
hmm
people.
yeah, we always call our Meals on Wheels program. It's more than a meal,
Yeah.
because we do a wellness check every day.
Oh,
Our drivers
nice.
go in and they have to see the person to make sure
Okay.
that they're okay. And if they see any change in their condition, or if they're not answering their door,
Mm-hmm.
they do call back and we take the next steps. We have emergency contact listed. And then if we can't get a hold of them, then we'll usually drive over there and, check on the situation. And if we have to, we'll call the police for a wellness check. So
Yeah, that's good.
it does
That's
have
good.
that extra check, every day. And it's a peace of mind for their families and for them
Mm-hmm.
to
Mm-hmm.
know that someone's checking on them.
Yeah,
So,
because I could imagine some people's families don't even live around here.
right.
Mm-hmm. Then they get stuck in the town they've grown up in, but nobody else is here.
Exactly.
That would be really hard.
Yeah.
So I can assume that you would have made lots of connections, lots of grandparents you've had, and probably some heartbreak along the way as
Yes.
well.
It's hard sometimes because, you do lose some of them, and,
Yeah,
they touch your heart,
they
and
do.
it's heartbreaking sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I have a very good friend. I do hair. I only do it on Mondays, but a very good friend of mine. She's become like my children's second grandma. It's so funny. She sends them. I did her hair like twice a week. It
mhm.
was almost on the money back when I worked a little more. And honestly, she told me one day, she's like, I don't really need to get my hair done. I just come here to hang out with you. And then I was like, you know what? We can actually hang out. Like, it's
Without you having to
okay.
get your hair done.
So when she just recently moved, I was at her house and she called me and be like, can you come go through my closet? I need some help. And so I feel like I spent the whole week with her, just like helping her move and stuff. And it's crazy just the connections you make with people. And I just feel like this would be such a rewarding
It
position.
is. It is.
I admire you for doing it because it's I'm sure it's like you say, kind of heartbreaking in times.
It can
too.
be. It can
Yeah.
be. But like you said, it is very rewarding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. It's like you work with little kids or you work with elderly. Like those are the two I feel like most rewarding
Right.
positions you
Right.
could be
Exactly.
in. Well, so as you know, I I tend to well, you tell me, is there any other programs or anything you have coming up or events or anything?
Right now, we're doing our annual appeal.
Okay.
So we did a mail out mid-October, and we call it our Sponsor a Senior.
No, that's cute.
Yeah. So it's basically we ask for funds for our operating budget for the year, and some of you may know, but last year our Meals on Wheels program was cut by almost 70% from our
crazy.
federal and state funding. And of course, over the years, especially when COVID hit, our clientele increased. It almost doubled.
Wow.
We did drive-through meals, and a lot of those people stayed with us and came back into the center. So we're serving a lot more people. And at the time we had the funding for it, then all of a sudden the 70% cut, we're still serving the same amount of people,
Right.
but the money's not there.
Yeah.
So even though we didn't get cut more actually this year, we still remained at that flat 70% cut. So it's going to take us some time to recover from that big cut all at one time. So we're trying to raise the funds to be able to keep all of our people on the program and not have to cut services for any of them. We've never had to have a waiting list, and we're hoping that we never will. We've always been able to find the means to be able to provide a hot meal to anybody that needs it. And we do service all of Gillespie County. So
wow. So that's huge. That's a huge thing to sustain.
Right.
I would imagine that that's probably bigger than the hub itself.
Yes.
Financially to sustain. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're doing the mail outs kind of to get some funds for that, but as well as trying to figure out how you're going to get some funds for this new building.
Right. We haven't started our capital campaign yet. Okay. So we're trying to focus right now on just keeping our operating budget at the level we need it so that we can continue to provide the programs that we have right now. But as soon as we know what our figure is for that building, we will start our capital campaign, and hopefully we can raise the funds for that to be able to offer more. So.
Yeah, that is so cool. Well, I love it. And I tend to wrap up all of the interviews with just one question. We, as you know, are opening up a community and youth center, which is so cool because y'all are the only community center here in town. But opening up one for the youth, right? And you doing this so long, I feel like we'll have some great advice. Everybody's given me something awesome. And what we do is we actually use this because the community center for the youth is for everybody. You know, we want to join hands with y'all, partner with you guys, send some little kids over here to have some fun at some point. But what is one thing, like if you were building what we are doing, what is one thing you would imply? Like we had someone say the teenagers wanted a pool table. Someone told us just the ambiance, like the air, if you will, the aura of the place needed to be, you know, safe. We've had people give us some great ideas for like mommy and me classes, different things like that. What would be something you would suggest?
Well, personally, having 3 kids that I've raised here, there's really not a lot for the youth to do. If you're not in sports, there's really not a lot for them to do. And I think just having a safe space to go to, maybe having after school homework help, or
that's cool.
Just somebody there that is, you know, they feel like they can go to get advice from, not have to be out on their own on the street somewhere, probably getting into some kind of trouble. Just having that safe space to go to and having an adult there that shows any interest in them, you know, that will be there as a mentor or a support system for them.
Right. I love that. That's really good. Yeah. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And like I say, we'd love to, you know, grasp hands and maybe do some really cool classes, or I don't know, anything.
I would love to partner with y'all. That sounds great. To do some multi-generational things, that would be so awesome.
I feel like it's a gap that needs to be bridged. There is a lot where people, like younger kids, especially like middle school, high school age, they just really want nothing to do with the older generation. Whereas, I mean, it's even biblical principles, like to you know, look up to your elders for advice. I mean, they have wisdom that is like worth gold, you know? And
I think it would be awesome to have like kids interview some of the older people so that they could see what life was like.
Oh, that would be so
when
cool.
They were their age, you know? Things have changed so much, and I think kids don't really appreciate everything they have now. And I think looking back and seeing how it was then, maybe they'd have a better appreciation for life as it is now.
Well, and I think it would also give them like maybe a little bit of a drive or a push to work through the hard things, realizing that, oh, they did it then. I can do it now, because it's still problems, it's still social issues, or, you know, silly drama. But nowadays they're just like, oh, I can't handle it. You know, when they were going through like the depression or something, also dealing with these issues.
The struggle was real.
Like, really real. And so, I mean, I think, that would be so cool. And I think it would be such an interesting project to see kids walk away with, you know, that kind of knowledge and experience and stories, and that they could tell their friends. And
I used to always love to listen to my grandparents talk and tell me, you know, about their youth, and it was just so neat to hear about how things have changed. And
Yeah.
my grandmother lived in Harper,
Okay.
and they would come like once a month into Fredericksburg for their trip to the general store, and they'd come in horse and a wagon,
Oh my
and it would
gosh.
take them like all day to get here.
Wow, just to
So
go to the general
yeah,
store.
yeah. So
Wow,
I
that's
just always
so
thought that was like just
cool.
picturing that,
Oh my gosh.
imagining that.
Well, maybe you'll be a good resource. One of the things that we want to do in our interviews, I am looking for one of the oldest, longest generational person here in Fredericksburg. I'm trying to find someone who has lived here and remembers Fredericksburg from literally nothing, like one of the original families. I'm looking for a person like this. So maybe
Well,
you can help me.
I think I could put you into contact with somebody.
Well, good. That would be
Yeah.
perfect because I want to interview he or she, and I think it'd be so
Yeah.
cool to hear, about Fredericksburg way back in the day.
Yeah.
But well, thank you
All
for your
right.
time
You're welcome.
today.
This was great. I appreciate
Yes,
it.
me too.
Yeah.
And you guys heard, if you want to go online or support them or just stop by, like hang out with some people, learn about Denise and her heart, and the heart for the Golden Hub. This place is awesome. I love coming here. I may still rent it out for a dance studio and just never get a dance studio. We love it here. It's awesome. Anyways, thank you for your time
Thank
today.
you.
And
Thank you.
thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you next week on the Tuesday Buzz. Have a good one.
Thank you.